If you're interested in Skype counseling, then chances are you have already tried conventional talk therapy or counseling, and you may have already tried medications and not gotten the results that you were expecting or hoping for. People who are interested in counseling via Skype are generally looking for alternatives to the conventional approach to psychotherapy. And that's really the core of my service. I offer mindfulness-based therapy as an alternative to conventional cognitive analytical type psychotherapy. The mindfulness approach is quite different in many ways. It is very, very practical, for one thing, and it's also really focused on helping you manage your emotions and managing your thoughts. The biggest problem that really lies behind anxiety and depression and other emotional problems is that we become totally lost in the mind. We become identified with thoughts, we become identified with our emotions, we become identified with our memories, and we become identified with our beliefs. This leads to a kind of conditioned reactive type state in which we find ourselves victims of habitual, conditioned reactions. So when a thought arises in the mind, it triggers anxiety. And that anxiety triggers more thoughts or rumination, which in turn feeds the anxiety, leading to more thoughts, which feeds the anxiety even more. And in this way we get stuck essentially in a recurring cycle of habitual reactive thinking. Mindfulness is really one of the best ways of breaking out of this cycle of habitual reactive thinking. We learn how to essentially change our relationship to our thoughts and our mind. We learn to sit with our thoughts, to sit with our emotions, and cultivate what is called independence. That is, we're able to sit and watch a thought, but without becoming identified with it, and without feeding the reactivity. The same with emotions. We learn to focus mindfulness on our emotions so that we can develop independence and balance in relationship to those emotions. In this way, we stop feeding the reactive thinking that feeds that emotion. So through mindfulness therapy training, you will learn exactly how to do this. And from my experience, this is perhaps the most effective way of dealing with anxiety and depression and the compulsive impulses behind an addiction or OCD or most common psychological problems that cause emotional suffering. So if you'd like to learn more about Skype counseling and how it can help you, then please go to my website and then send me an email. Tell me about yourself, tell me where you live, and I would be happy to answer any questions you have. When you feel ready, we can schedule a Skype counseling session. I see people throughout North America and beyond. This is a worldwide service using the internet, so wherever you live, it's possible to arrange for Skype counseling. please call me through email, and then we can schedule a Skype counseling session at a time that works for you. Thank you.